Now I know you might be approaching this with skepticism. 7 days? Is that even possible? You're thinking, I would have thought the same thing years ago. However, after working with thousands of patients in my clinical practice, I've observed how the right approach can accelerate our body's own healing capacity. This isn't just theoretical knowledge. It's a concrete reality that I see in my daily practice, that I touch, that I observe in the happiness in my patients' eyes. First, we need to understand why joint stiffness is so prevalent, especially in those over 60. As we age, the cartilage tissue that protects our joints thins, the synovial fluid that lubricates our joints decreases, and because we remain immobile throughout the night, we wake up especially stiff and painful in the mornings. Many of my patients tell me, "Doctor, when I get out of bed in the morning, I feel like a wooden board. Taking my first steps is like torture." This is a very common complaint and a completely normal process. However, being normal doesn't mean we have to live with it. This is where our morning habit comes in, focusing precisely on this problem. This routine is built on 3 fundamental principles: gently warming the joints, increasing synovial fluid production, and optimizing blood circulation. The combination of these 3 elements helps your joints break free from morning stiffness and allows you to move more comfortably throughout the day. Now I'm going to explain this morning routine to you step by step. But first I want to make an important warning. This recommendation is general health information, and you should definitely consult with your own doctor about your specific situation. Every individual has different health conditions, restrictions, and needs. I'm giving you general principles, but professional evaluation is essential before you begin implementation. Our morning routine starts the moment you wake up, before you even get out of bed. Yes, you heard that right. As soon as you open your eyes, don't try to jump up immediately. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Your joints have been immobile all night long, synovial fluid has decreased, and your muscles are tense. Sudden movements can lead to both pain and potential injuries. I recommend spending your first 5 minutes in bed with gentle movements. While lying in bed, start rotating your ankles in circular motions. 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise. This simple movement awakens your ankle joints and initiates blood circulation. Then gently pull your knees toward your chest, one leg at a time. Don't force it. If you feel pain, pull back a bit. Our goal is not to strain the joints, but to gently awaken them. 5 repetitions for each knee movement will be sufficient. Now let's move to your arms. Open and close your hands. Make a fist and open it. Repeat 10 times. This movement is critically important for your hand and finger joints, especially if you're experiencing arthritis issues. Many of my patients complain that they can't even hold a coffee cup in the mornings. This simple exercise significantly reduces that morning stiffness. Then rotate your wrists in circles, just like you did with your ankles. Then bend and extend your elbows, gently, without rushing. The purpose of each movement is to increase blood flow to the joints in that area and trigger synovial fluid production. Now, let's get to your shoulders. While lying down, raise your shoulders up and down, targeting your ears and then completely relaxing. 10 repetitions. Then rotate your shoulders in circles, first forward, then backward. These movements are producing miraculous results, especially for my patients experiencing frozen shoulder syndrome. Even though the shoulder joint is the most mobile joint in our body, it's also one of the joints that stiffens most easily. Giving it special attention in your morning routine is essential. These movements in bed take about 5 minutes, and believe me, these 5 minutes can completely transform the rest of your day. But the routine doesn't end here. Now it's time to slowly, without rushing, get out of bed. As you put your feet on the floor, stay in a sitting position for a few seconds. Let your head not spin. Let your body adjust to the position change. Then when standing up, hold on to something. Maintain your balance. Now we come to the second phase of our routine. Warm water application. This is one of the most overlooked yet most effective methods in my clinic. Applying heat to your joints in the morning increases blood flow, relaxes muscles, and significantly reduces pain. Go to the bathroom and run warm water over your knees, elbows, wrists. Not too hot, around 37 to 40 degrees Celsius, a temperature that feels comfortable. Hold warm water on each joint for 30 to 60 seconds. If you have a bathtub, a 10-minute warm bath in the morning is truly golden. However, if there's no bathtub, a shower works quite well too. During water application, continue to gently move your joints. Bend and extend your knee under the water. Rotate your wrist. Thanks to the water resistance, these movements also become a light strengthening exercise, but without putting excessive load on your joints. This combination, meaning heat plus movement, maximizes synovial fluid production. Scientific studies show that when joint temperature increases, synovial fluid becomes more fluid and lubricates the joints better. After getting out of the bath, we move to the third phase of our routine, targeted stretching exercises. Now pay attention, these aren't classic stretching movements. These are soft, controlled movements specifically focused on joint health. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes for yourself. Stand next to a chair. Hold on to maintain your balance. The first exercise is knee raises. Lift one leg off the ground, knee bent, thigh parallel to the ground. Hold for 5 seconds, then slowly lower. 5 repetitions for each leg. This movement provides nutrition to the cartilage tissue in the knee joint and also works the hip joint. Then, in the same position, extend your leg backward, knee straight, heel lifted up. Hold for 5 seconds. Lower. This movement opens the hip flexors and reduces compression in the sciatic nerve area. Then, the side opening movement. Lift your leg to the side, knee straight, foot flexed. Lift as high as possible, but don't force it. Hold for 5 seconds. Gently lower. This movement opens the muscles and ligaments on the side of the hip joint. The reason many of my patients feel pain when lying on their side in the morning is stiffness in this area. This simple exercise solves that problem. Now, an exercise specific to the ankles. Place one foot in front of the other, as if you're walking on a rope. Take 10 steps. This movement develops balance while also increasing ankle stabilization. Fall risk is a serious problem for individuals over 60, and ankle strength is critical in preventing falls. Doing this exercise every morning provides noticeable improvement in your balance ability within a few weeks. For the upper body, do an elbow opening movement leaning against the wall. Place your elbows on the wall at elbow height. Lean forward. Open your chest and shoulders. Hold for 30 seconds. Come back. This movement opens the chest muscles and reduces pressure in the shoulder joints. Nowadays, forward-leaning posture is very common, and this directly contributes to shoulder problems. This stretching movement balances that negative effect. Finally, neck rotations. Slowly turn your head to the right. Hold for 5 seconds. Return to center. Then to the left, 5 seconds, center. Then tilt your head forward. Bring your chin close to your chest. 5 seconds. Lift. Never tilt your head backward excessively. This can damage the cervical vertebrae. These gentle rotations open the neck joints and prevent headaches. Many of my patients say their morning headaches disappear with this simple exercise. Now, we've done all these physical movements, but there's a fourth and perhaps most important phase of our routine, proper hydration, and nutrition. Support from the inside is very critical for joint health. As the final step of your morning routine, drink a large glass of warm water. You can squeeze half a lemon into the water. This isn't just for taste. The anti-inflammatory properties of lemon help reduce joint inflammation. Water is the main component of synovial fluid. When you're dehydrated, synovial fluid production decreases, and your joints start to creak like a dry hinge. When you wake up in the morning, your body is in a dehydrated state after 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Immediate water intake corrects this balance. My goal is to have every patient drink at least 2 liters of water throughout the day. But at least 2 glasses in the first hour of the morning is critical. Your breakfast should support joint health. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids are essential. Add walnuts, flaxseed, chia seeds. These are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Also consume fruits rich in vitamin C, especially oranges, strawberries, kiwi. Vitamin C is necessary for collagen production, and collagen is the building block of cartilage tissue. If you eat eggs, prefer boiled over fried. Fried foods increase inflammation. I also want to give a few recommendations about supplements, but I remind you again, consult your doctor before starting these. Glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate are proven supplements for cartilage health. Daily 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine and 1,200 milligrams of chondroitin have reduced joint pain in many studies. Vitamin D is also critical, especially for individuals who don't get sun exposure. Vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to joint pain. Consider a daily 1,000 to 2,000 IU vitamin D supplement. Your doctor will recommend more specifically based on your blood values. Curcumin, the active component of turmeric, is a powerful anti-inflammatory. A daily 500 milligram curcumin supplement or adding turmeric to your meals can make a big difference. However, be careful. Curcumin can interact with blood thinners, so if you're taking medication, definitely ask your doctor. Now, what kind of changes can you expect within 7 days thanks to this routine? The first 2 days, your body is getting used to the new routine. You may feel some differences, but nothing too dramatic. On the 3rd and 4th days, you'll notice a significant reduction in morning stiffness. Getting out of bed will be easier. Your first steps will be less painful. Around the 5th day, you'll see an increase in joint flexibility throughout the day. Climbing stairs, bending, reaching will feel more comfortable. On the 6th and 7th days, these improvements will consolidate and become your new normal. But here's a very important point: consistency. If you try this routine for a week and then stop because you saw results, the benefits will disappear. This should be a lifestyle change. Every morning, without exception. I tell my patients, you brush your teeth every morning, don't you? Brush your joints, too. This routine is such a basic need that it should be part of your daily hygiene routine. Some of my patients say, "Doctor, I don't have time in the morning." Let me tell you, this entire routine takes a maximum of 20 to 25 minutes from start to finish. 5 minutes in bed, 10 minutes bathing, 5 to 10 minutes exercises, 25 minutes a day for better quality of life. Wake up 25 minutes earlier in the morning, or cut something from your evening routine. Instead of those 30 minutes spent on social media, invest in your joints. Believe me, this will be your most valuable investment. Also, while following this routine, you need to pay attention to some warning signs. If you feel sharp, severe pain during any exercise, stop. Mild tension is normal, but pain is not. If you feel swelling, redness, excessive heat in a joint, this could be a sign of inflammation and you should see your doctor. I want to give examples from my clinical experiences. I had a 68-year-old patient, Mrs. Sarah. When she came to me, she couldn't walk in the mornings, The pain in her knees was so severe. I taught her this routine and ensured she followed it. 2 weeks later, when she came for a checkup, her eyes were sparkling. "Doctor, I was able to walk in the park with my grandson. I hadn't been able to do that for months," she said. 6 months later, she was regularly going for walks, tending to her garden. Her life completely changed just because she changed her morning routine. Another patient, 72-year-old Mr. James. He couldn't sleep at night because of shoulder pain. Simple dressing, shaving had become torture. He started applying this routine, especially focusing on shoulder movements. After the first week, he noticed improvement in sleep quality. After a month, he could put on a t-shirt painlessly. After 3 months, he had recovered enough to play ball with his grandson. These examples show that simple, consistent practices really work. Now, maybe some of you are thinking, is it really this simple? No need for complex treatments, expensive medications? Sometimes the most effective solutions are the simplest ones. Modern medicine creates miracles, no doubt. However, supporting our body's natural healing mechanisms makes those modern treatments more effective. This routine is not an alternative to medication therapy, it's complementary. If your doctor has prescribed medication for you, continue taking your medications while applying this routine. Perhaps over time, as your joint health improves, your doctor may consider reducing your medication doses. But never make this decision yourself. Definitely evaluate with your doctor. As a final word, I want to emphasize this. Aging doesn't mean having to live with pain. Yes, our body changes over time. This is inevitable. However, how we respond to those changes is largely in our hands. This morning routine gives you a tool to take your joint health into your own hands. Whether to use it or not is your choice. I guarantee you, if you apply this routine disciplinedly for 7 days, you'll see a difference. And if you continue for a month, 3 months, 6 months, you will experience a transformation in your quality of life. Remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. Tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, don't jump out of bed immediately. Take a few minutes for yourself. Gently awaken your joints. Those few minutes can change your day, even your life. A healthy, pain-free, mobile life is your right. Use that right. Invest in yourself. Your joints will thank you. Remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. Tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, don't jump out of bed immediately. Take a few minutes for yourself. Gently awaken your joints. Those few minutes can change your day, even your life. A healthy, pain-free, mobile life is your right. Use that right. Invest in yourself. Your joints will thank you. Now, I want to address some frequently asked questions that I receive from my patients about this routine because I know many of you watching this will have similar concerns and curiosities. The first question I often get is, "Doctor, what if I miss a day? Will all my progress be lost?" The answer is no. Don't panic. Life happens. You might oversleep. You might have an early morning appointment. You might be traveling. Missing one day won't erase all your progress. However, consistency is key to long-term success. If you miss a day, simply resume the routine the next morning. Don't let one missed day turn into 2, then 3, then a week. The danger isn't in missing one day. It's in using that as an excuse to give up entirely. Treat each morning as a fresh start. Another common question: can I do this routine in the evening instead of the morning? While you can certainly do gentle joint movements anytime, there's something specifically powerful about the morning application. Remember, your joints are at their stiffest after a night of immobility. Addressing this stiffness first thing in the morning sets the tone for your entire day. It's like priming a pump. However, if you find benefit in doing a modified version in the evening as well, that's actually wonderful. Evening gentle movements can help you sleep better and prevent nighttime stiffness. But don't replace the morning routine with an evening one. They serve different purposes. What about weather changes? My joints hurt more when it's cold or rainy. This is a very real phenomenon. Barometric pressure changes do affect joint pain. On those difficult weather days, your morning routine becomes even more important, not less. You might need to spend a bit more time with the warm water application, maybe extend your gentle movements by a few minutes. Here's another important question. I have arthritis in multiple joints. Should I focus on all of them or just the worst ones? My recommendation is to go through the full routine, giving attention to all major joint groups, but spend extra time on your most problematic areas. For instance, if your knees are your biggest issue, do a few extra knee circles. Spend an additional 30 seconds with warm water on those knees. The beauty of this routine is its adaptability. You're not locked into a rigid program. You're learning principles that you can apply based on your body's needs on any given day. Can I do this routine if I've had joint replacement surgery? This is an excellent question and one that requires a nuanced answer. If you've had a knee replacement, hip replacement, or any joint surgery, you absolutely should be doing rehabilitation exercises, but they need to be specifically tailored to your surgical recovery. This general routine can be helpful, but only after you've been cleared by your surgeon and completed your initial physical therapy. Generally, 6 to 12 months post-surgery, once you're fully healed, a modified version of this routine can help maintain your new joint. But please, consult with your surgical team first. Every surgery is different. Every recovery is unique. Now let me talk about something that's often overlooked. The psychological aspect of chronic joint pain. Pain isn't just physical. It affects your mood, your sleep, your relationships, your entire outlook on life. Many of my patients come to me not just with joint problems, but with depression and anxiety caused by chronic pain. When you start feeling better physically, the mental health benefits follow. One of my patients told me, "Doctor, I didn't realize how much my knee pain was affecting my mood until it started improving. I'm smiling again. I'm laughing with my grandchildren. I'm not irritable with my spouse anymore." This routine gives you something else that's incredibly valuable: a sense of control. Chronic pain often makes people feel helpless, like their body is betraying them and there's nothing they can do about it. By implementing this morning routine, you're taking action. You're not passive. You're an active participant in your healing. That psychological shift is powerful. You're not waiting for a doctor to fix you or for a medication to magically solve everything. You're doing the work, and you're seeing the results. That empowerment translates to other areas of life too. Let me also address the role of weather and seasonal changes in more detail. Winter months can be particularly challenging for joint health. The cold causes muscles to tense, reducing blood flow to joints. The tendency to be less active in winter leads to joint stiffness. If you live in a cold climate, your morning routine needs to be especially diligent during winter months. Consider these additional winter strategies. Sleep with slightly warmer pajamas to prevent joints from getting too cold overnight. Keep your bedroom at a comfortable temperature. Use flannel sheets which retain heat better. And perhaps add an extra 2 to 3 minutes to your warm water application. Now, I want to give you a realistic timeline of progress beyond the initial 7 days. Week 1, as I mentioned, you'll notice reduced morning stiffness. Week 2 to 4, you'll see increased range of motion. Activities that were difficult become easier. Week 4 to 8, the improvements become your new baseline. You stop thinking about your joints constantly because they're not demanding your attention with pain. Month 3 to 6, you might find yourself doing activities you'd given up on. Gardening, playing with grandchildren, walking longer distances, climbing stairs without dread. But here's something important. Progress isn't always linear. You might have great weeks followed by a rough few days. Don't let temporary setbacks discourage you. Arthritis and joint issues are chronic conditions with natural fluctuations. The overall trend is what matters, not day-to-day variations. Keep a simple journal if it helps. Just a quick note each morning. Today, pain level 3 out of 10 was able to walk to the mailbox. Over time, you'll see the pattern of improvement even if individual days vary. So here's my challenge to you. Commit to 7 days. Just 7 days. Set a reminder on your phone, tell a family member to hold you accountable, put a check mark on your calendar each day you complete the routine. After 7 days, assess how you feel. I'm confident you'll notice enough improvement to want to continue, and then commit to another week, and another, until it becomes as automatic as brushing your teeth. Your joints have served you faithfully for decades. They've carried you through life, enabled you to work, play, love, and live. Now it's time to serve them. Give them these 20 minutes each morning. They've earned it, and so have you. I hope this information has been helpful and empowering. Joint stiffness doesn't have to be an inevitable part of aging. You have more control than you might think. Use it. If you found this video valuable, I have great news. We regularly post content just like this on our channel, covering everything from arthritis management to balance exercises, from nutrition for bone health to preventing falls, from managing chronic pain to maintaining independence as you age. We're building a community of people who refuse to let aging define their limitations, who are taking active steps to live their best lives at any age. Please take a moment right now to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell so you never miss our new videos. Each week, we bring you evidence-based, doctor-recommended strategies that you can implement immediately to improve your health and quality of life. We cut through the confusion and give you clear, practical guidance based on real clinical experience. Also, leave a comment below and let us know. Are you going to try this 7-day challenge? Do you have specific joint issues you'd like us to address in future videos? What topics would you like to see covered? We read every comment and use your feedback to create content that truly serves your needs. This channel exists for you, and your input shapes what we produce. If this video helped you, it can help others too. Please share it with friends or family members who struggle with joint stiffness. Post it to your social media. Send it to your senior center. Email it to your book club members. Knowledge is most powerful when shared. You might be changing someone's life by simply clicking that share button. And if you're someone who prefers reading to watching, we've made complete written transcripts of all our videos available on our website. You'll find the link in the description below, along with additional resources, printable exercise guides, and helpful articles. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for investing time in your health. Thank you for being part of this community of people who believe that our best years can still be ahead of us, regardless of age. I'm Dr. Michael Stevens, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of those joints, be consistent with your morning routine, and remember, you have the power to change your tomorrow by what you do today. Stay healthy, stay mobile, and stay empowered. Subscribe, and let's continue this journey to better health together.